You need to watch this if you want to know how a US tariff could rock Canada's economy. Buckle up, it's a wild ride. The US and Canada share one of the biggest trading relationships in the world, with $793 billion in goods and services traded annually. So, what if the US imposed a 25% tariff on Canadian imports? First up, the automotive industry. Canada exported $50 billion worth of vehicles and parts to the US in 2022. A tariff could hike car prices and mess with supply chains, leading to layoffs in Canada. Next, energy. Canada is the U.S. largest supplier of crude oil and natural gas, exporting $100 billion in energy products. Tariffs would spike U.S. energy costs and hurt Canadian producers. Agriculture would feel the pinch too. Canadian farmers export $31 billion in products like dairy and meat to the U.S. American grocery bills would rise and Canadian farmers would lose market access. And let's not forget raw materials. The U.S. imported $13 billion in Canadian aluminum and steel. A tariff would raise costs in U.S. construction and manufacturing sectors, while Canadian producers face economic pressure. In short, a 25% tariff would hurt both economies, raising prices in the U.S. and causing chaos in Canada. The costs would definitely outweigh the benefits. Overall impact on Canada. Economic disruption. Canada's GDP could contract by 1%, 2%, with export sectors bearing the brunt of the losses. Job losses. Sectors like energy, forestry, and manufacturing could lose 100,000, 150,000 jobs nationwide, concentrated in Alberta, Ontario, and Quebec. Diversification. Push. Canada might accelerate efforts to diversify trade with the EU, Asia, and other partners to reduce reliance on the U.S. market. Overall, impact on the U.S. economic slowdown. U.S. GDP might shrink by 0.1%, 0.3%, driven by higher production costs, inflation, and reduced export revenues. Consumer burden. Price increases across sectors, gasoline, vehicles, housing, would disproportionately affect middle and lower-income households. Job losses. Supply chain disruptions could lead to 200,000, 300,000 job losses, particularly in construction, manufacturing, and agriculture. Stay informed, folks.